Hey there viewers, thank you for tuning into Supermariodiagnostics once again. Today we have a 2016 Mercedes Benz CLA 250 and the customer's concern is a front right malfunction service required light right there, and it's also got that airbag icon light on, and I went ahead and scanned it with the top down as per usual. We saved our pre-scan. I got a maintainer going on. I'm going to try my best to make this a real-time video. There may be noise, there may be interruptions, but I'm still going to try. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the code that it has. We got a B005213. Belt buckle front passenger has a malfunction. There's an open circuit. It is current and stored. So we're going to diagnose this thing and just replace the buckle. If you're from the public, this is not a video for you to grab this code and say, hey, let's just replace this part and call it a day. If you have any doubts whatsoever, please consult a professional. That being said, we're going to go ahead and look into this and how to test it and come up with some answers. Now, it may be the buckle. Half the time it is. Most of the time it is. But there's the few times where it's not, and that'll really get you because Mercedes parts aren't cheap. So that being said, we're going to jump right in. And I want to look at live data because the good thing about this is that it's only one side. Our driver's side is not throwing a code. So if we're lucky, Mercedes tends to be pretty cool about this. We've got belt buckles right there. I'm going to select all. And I can already see signal faulty, passenger side. And driver's side says belt tab not inserted. So it sees something, but it doesn't say faulty, which is nice. And we can see a moving resistance on the driver's side belt buckle system right there. And then we can also see a very non-moving, a very still 677.99 ohms on the passenger side. So, you know, most of the time, in my experience, it's a 2.5 ohm thing, you know, usually with squibs. But belt buckles, it looks like it's looking for 400 ohms, which is great for us because we can do a load replacement, not a load replacement, but basically a component replacement test in which we can mimic the 400 ohms that the driver's side is seeing and put that towards the passenger side and see if the code goes away. There's another way we could do this is that we short those two circuits. It's a belt buckle circuit. It's not going to set anything off. It just wants to see the presence of a seatbelt applied. So, and that should give us a short circuit code. But since we have the tools, I'm going to go dig for some tools and do some testing. But before I do that, I would like to get some eyes on it. I'm going to dig right in here, turn on my light. We got our belt buckle right there, and gonna bring up the seat as much as we can. And this is going to be very hard to see, but I'm going to try my best. I can see my wire coming from way over here. It's going to be very hard for you guys to see this. And I'm just going to follow it a bit. Probably should have done that off camera. And it comes up to here, which you guys can't see. So that's what I get for trying to do a live video. Right? So it comes up to here, this wire right here, and that goes up to this yellow bulkhead right here that has more than just one connection. So we can see a yellow and blue wire. And I want to confirm something. I want to confirm that by disconnecting that, I will still have 677 ohms. So I'm going to go ahead and try to disconnect it. And it may be someone has been here before because I saw this off. So maybe somebody was already here. We do get cars from other shops, but I have it disconnected, and we still have a 677 ohms right there. Now, for the rest of our testing, we're gonna have to get some tools. So let's go get some tools. This would be nice. We've got a variable resistor. This is the AES wave kit. I should have confirmed something real quick. Okay, looking for the correct terminals there. We've got these right here, and I need to order 2 more because I only have 2. So we got those, and if we're gonna do our little short test, we're gonna need one of these as well. Of course, disconnecting that connector is gonna give us more codes because there's more than one circuit there. We're gonna put this in resistance mode. We're gonna put our variable resistor in here. It's open circuited. We're gonna try red and blue. I never memorized this stuff, so I just try different combinations. Black and blue. We got something. We got 100 ohms. Let me see if we could turn this up. And mine, I need to get a new one. That's for sure. I don't know if they're all like that, but I don't think they're supposed to be. It just jumps everywhere. So we're gonna go and try to get some kind of a decent reading here. That's why you always have to know your tools, right? Because otherwise you're gonna have problems. Now, what are we doing with this test, right? We're replacing the resistance that would normally be in the seat buckle. And if the code goes away, we've proved what? We proved that the circuit is good. From the seat buckle connector all the way to the airbag module. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back, put my camera back, and hopefully everything goes well. Now, of course, there is an orientation to this. You don't want to just jam it in there. You want to put it in the right position and then insert. And I do apologize, you guys can't even see this. I wish I could show you guys what I see, but I don't have like those fancy glasses that do that. So we've got 387 ohms. We've proved our circuit is good, which is awesome. Now, I'm just gonna mess with the resistance just a hair. I'm trying to. Anyway, let's see if that'll fix it. We're going to go to read fault codes. We got squib codes, LIN bus, position sensor, and we got the belt buckle is stored now. We're gonna clear DTCs and see what happens. No more belt buckle code. And there you have it. Real-time data. We know what we need. We need a belt buckle. Granted, again, I will say it again, and I'll never stop saying it. Anybody could have gotten lucky, put a buckle on this thing and fixed it. But it's when things go wrong that's when it really hurts. Because the customer, if that's a disservice to the customer, your shop owner's gonna get pissed. You're gonna look like a fool. It's not good. It's not a pretty look. We're gonna try another test. All right. So we're gonna try the short test. And the idea is, instead of mimicking the resistance, because I understand not everybody has one of these, right? Maybe you don't have one of those. But maybe you can connect those 2 wires together. Now, if you don't have this kit, if you don't have this, you likely don't have the terminals. I highly advise you do not front probe them unless you have the correct terminals. Please don't do it. All right, so we're shorting one to the other. If you don't have the terminals, go to the rear. I'll show it later. We're gonna go to clear DTCs. Let's see. Belt buckle has a short circuit to ground. That proves that our circuit is good. That shows that our signal circuit is good and our ground circuit is good. Right? Because that's what those two wires are. We're thinking logically here. We're thinking theoretically here. We're going to go to our data stream. We're going to go to our belt buckles. And we're just going to select the whole thing. We got 6.99 ohms. So, give or take. Right? So there's another way you can check that. I'm going to disconnect this. And to my point earlier, if you don't have the front probing kit, back probe the rear. They're fully open. They're not insulated. Don't cause more damage than what it came in with. Don't go and stick a jackhammer in there and expect this thing to be fixed afterwards. You're going to do everyone a disservice, especially the customer. That being said, we're going to see if we get an approval. I think we will. It's pretty straightforward. On a side note, just to add to my short rant there, if you're from the public and you want to go into a shop and show them this video and say, oh, it shouldn't take you longer than how long this guy took, don't do that. Don't be that person. That's insulting, not only to the shop or to your tech, to that mechanic, but also to me, because that's not why I put this video out. I do not put these videos out for you to go up to a shop and tell them, hey, and leverage my videos against them. If you do that, shame on you. Shame on you. Don't do that, please. I'll end it with that, my little rant. That's not why I do these videos. I do these videos to empower technicians who are kind of just starting out and give them an idea of what to expect when seeing certain issues. That's all it is. I'm not here to give silver bullets. I'm not here to tell you guys, oh, if you see this code, fix it with this. No, I'm showing you how to test it. If we would have seen the resistance not change, even though we inserted that resistance, that artificial resistance, then we would have had to dig deeper. We would have had to check continuity between that bulkhead and the airbag module. So that's what this video is about. It's about testing, not guessing. It's not about who can do the fastest, if I'm fast at diagnosing or if I'm slow. It's not about any of that crap. It's only about giving the new techs an idea of what to expect out there, even with the Mercedes Benz. A lot of people get intimidated by Mercedes, but also so that the public can understand that there's tools involved, there's theory involved, there's knowledge, there's experience, and it's not for you to go up to a shop and tell them, hey, this guy did it in this much time. Why are you guys charging me this and this and that? Guys, it's not about time. Time is the least important thing of this whole thing. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I could go on for days about this, but I'll leave it at that. We're gonna wait to see if we get an approval and show the final result. The seat's gonna have to come out, the belt buckle's gonna have to be replaced, and we'll see if we get an approval and move on from there. All right, so after doing some research, testing, and proving the fault, we went ahead and got approval to replace the correct component that is going to fix the vehicle. It comes in with this just pops right out. I didn't show how to do it because this isn't really a repair channel. If this was, I would say ahead of time this is going to be a repair video, but our light is gone. No more airbag light, no more message on the dash, and one more happy customer. Thank you all for taking the time to watch. I hope you see the value in testing and not guessing, even though someone may have gotten lucky by just putting a buckle on there. And what really counts is what if it doesn't fix it. Every now and then you get an airbag module that's not not working well, and that's under the center console. That's labor intensive in some cases, and the module itself isn't really cheap. So this is why I shared these videos, so that you guys could see what's involved. It's not too complicated. It's not something out of this world. It is electrical, but I think with just a little bit of theory and the right tools, you could get it done. It's really not a huge deal. Appreciate you all for taking the time to watch. I'll catch you all on the next one. If you like what you see, consider subscribing and hit like. If not, hit like anyway. I don't care. Take care. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.